Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Hot Toys Iron Man 2 Mark IV figure, and it is the die-cast edition. And there's the box, and there's the back. So let's open this thing up. Alright, and here we have the figure outside the packaging, and let's take a look at the accessories first. So this figure comes with the base, an Iron Man 2 base, and then it comes with the Tony Stark head with the collar piece just already on him, and then comes with hands, pair of fists, pair of repulsor blast hands, and then a pair of articulated hands. And then we have the forearm missiles. The attachments are 4 pieces for each forearm. And then we have the shoulder rockets. And then we have a cup of coffee, a donut, and a donut box. And also a pair of sunglasses and batteries. And there is the Iron Man helmet with the neck piece. Alright, so let's start off by showing you some of the accessories. These are all pretty much the same as the Mark VI. If you already have the Mark VI die-cast edition, basically it's the exact same accessories. So as for the forearm, you just take these pieces off. You have the top one, and then the sides, that piece, and then that piece off, and then the bottom, that piece as well. To remove this. Okay, and then you just have to reattach some of these things. So I think I should go the order I've taken these off, which is the bottom goes in first, and then the sides. Which one's which? This one? No, I think it's this one, this way. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Or is it the other way around? Can't remember. Yeah, this should be right, I think. Okay, this goes there. Then this piece goes on the other side. And then this piece goes on the top. And there you have forearm rockets. And here's a close-up of what they look like. So we have the rocket up there, and then a couple of tiny missiles on the bottom, and on the side, etc., etc. So there's the attachment. And then also shoulders. This one opens up. Reveals 3 little rockets, and then here this panel is magnetized. You can remove this piece right here and put on the attachment, which snaps over here right there. There you go. And that's for the batteries. Let's see, the forearm battery section, I mean the palm, it goes right here. There's the battery compartment. It's hidden by this Go forearm piece. Just need to remove this and then flip that switch. Well, once you put in the batteries, flip that switch, and then you'll see repulsor blast, and then also the forearm section right here. There's a blue LED light as well to light up the missile portion of it. So there it is for the forearm. And then as for the chest, there's a battery compartment on the back here. And you just gotta remove this panel. And here's that panel, remove it, and then there's the battery compartment. Unscrew this, put in 3 batteries, and then flip the switch. Once you flip that switch, rotate the figure, that, you will see his arc reactor chest lights up. And then the chest panel is removable, just like all the other Iron Man figures. It's a little stiff, I don't know why. It's just held on by 2 pegs, but there it is. There's the 2 peg holes, right there and right there. And there's the panel, 2 pegs, and that's what it looks like underneath. So put that back on, then yep. And as for the rest of the articulation, head is on a ball joint. Let me move it up a little bit so you guys can actually see. Head is on a ball joint, and then base of the neck, there's another ball joint. So full range, somewhat limited. I mean, looking down is a lot, but looking up, not so much. So that's about how far I can look up because of the hairstyle back here. And then as for the arms, let me rotate this down a little bit. So as for the arm, they extend out. You see on the side, then also on the side, and then has a little butterfly joint. So you can rotate the whole shoulder forward. Same with this side, to kind of close up those hands, those arms a bit. Then the shoulder pad, it's on double hinges. And then there's also a ball joint that's attached to it here. And then the shoulders, full range, as you can see, full range of motion. And then bicep, there is a swivel. And then elbows could bend that much, over 90 degrees. And then ball joint of wrist. And as for the torso, zoom out a little bit, move my camera back. Okay, as for the torso, let me take it out of the stand here. And as for the torso, you could extend it 2 sections, one right here and one right here. And you could do a little ab crunch, not a whole lot, about that much. Not that great, but a little bit. It's better than nothing. And then the top section, you can rotate a little bit. Not a whole lot, but good enough. And let's see. Set this thing down. Lower my camera a little bit more. And as for the hip section, here there are 2 flaps. This you can lift up, and then back here, this one you can lift up as well to give it a little more range. You can see now his legs could go all the way up, about that much, and just quite a bit of range to work with. I'm not quite sure whether the legs could be lowered. I don't really see it can. Tried it, but it wouldn't really move, so I didn't want to force it or anything like that. And then as for the thigh section, there is a little rotation right here. And then as for the knees, let's see, because ratcheting joints gives you about that much. Then ankle articulation, and it is on a ball joint. And then there's also toes articulation right there. And as far as all the accessories that this figure comes with, this is by far my favorite, the cup of coffee. At the end of this video, I will post some pictures and you can see him holding the coffee, which looks absolutely gorgeous. And then also comes with this snazzy pair of sunglasses. Looks awesome, which I'll put it on. And then here's a donut. And then the box is just a paper box. And before I cover up his face with that sunglasses, let's take a look at that head sculpt a bit. I think this one looks absolutely gorgeous. Definitely looks like Robert Downey Jr. And I think Hot Toys nailed it with this one. And I think this is a reissue of another head, but I'm not quite sure. But from what I could tell, this one looks absolutely perfect. perfect Robert Downey Jr. likeness from Iron Man 2. And here I got him wearing the sunglasses, so you guys can see. Look at that likeness. Perfect. Perfect. Even with sunglasses on. Usually with sunglasses they'll look a bit better than without, but this one I think looks fine either way. And then here's that cup of coffee, and you can see he can hold it properly. It's very nice accessories. I love it. And on the back you can see flaps. Have one side closed and one side open, and there it is. You can see the flaps right there. Yeah. Oh, and then here's the helmet and the light up feature. Basically you need to remove the faceplate. Then over here you need to remove this piece, and then down here you will see there's the battery compartment, and there's the switch. Flip that, put this top piece back on, and put the face plate back on, and there you have Iron Man helmet all lit up. Alright, so here's the neck piece, and it is almost, I think technically it is impossible to remove this piece without using tools, because the bottom ball joint, the socket joint, and the ball jointed neck, the base of the neck, there's a ball joint, and it is so tight that it's almost impossible to remove this piece. And what I had to do is that I had to use a pliers and clamp onto the ball joint right here, top of the neck, and then yank this whole piece out. I was a little concerned because the only thing that's holding this piece in is probably a rod that's running through the center here, because it has a hinge joint right here. So the only thing that's keeping this thing from coming apart is probably a rod that's sticking right through this section right here. And I'm using a lot of pressure with the pliers and then clamping onto the ball joint and then yank this whole piece off. So that's why I am not gonna switch him to I'm not gonna switch out this head here, because he looks absolutely gorgeous with this head, and I plan on displaying him pretty much like this, because when we see Mark IV, well actually most of Mark IV, when he's wearing the Mark IV suit, I say half and half, he's with this head and also with the helmet on. So yeah, decided to keep him with this because the Mark VI, he's wearing the Iron Man helmet, so I figure Mark IV, I'll keep him like this. Alright, so speaking of Mark VI, here's a comparison between Mark IV and Mark VI. And you guys could kind of see they are pretty much identical, except for some different paint job, and that's about it, especially the bicep section. You see this one, instead of red, it went with gold and silver, and with this one you can see there's gold and red, and then very noticeable arc reactor change. One is circular and one is a triangle. Head not so much, torso not so much, and then the thighs, instead of gold and red, it went gold and silver, and that's pretty much it. I mean, not a whole lot of difference between the two. Again, mainly just paint job. Yeah, so yeah, there they are together. Very nice. And I'm just gonna show you guys a close-up look at the figure overall and give you my final thoughts. As for this figure, is this worth getting? Hard to say. If you own the Mark VI, is the Mark IV necessary? Not really, because it's basically the exact same figure, just different type of accessories. That's about it. And so if you don't have Mark 6 and you just want to get one Iron Man, then Mark 4 would be a good purchase, because it does come with some nice accessories. The Tony Stark head, it's different, and it has some really nice accessories, mainly that cup, something I really enjoy, and the sunglasses nice too. And yeah, if you're gonna collect the whole Hall of Armor, then you definitely need this Mark 4. And if you have the original Mark 4, the plastic version, you need this one. I would say sell the old Mark 4 and get this one. That's what I did, and I'm happy I did that, because that one was plastic and this one is die-cast. Even though there aren't a whole lot of die-cast pieces, I think the whole torso is pretty much plastic, and then the legs are about 75% die-cast, and the arms I think only the bicep is die-cast. Everything else is just plastic. So overall, the figures, it's, I would say, less than 50% it's die-cast. And what else? And, so yeah, I mean, if you plan on getting one Mark IV, then I say get this one and sell the other one. If you already own the plastic version, it's definitely a nice upgrade to that one. Yeah, so there you have it. There's the Mark IV from Hot Toys. It's the die-cast edition, and I am very happy to have this in my collection. And now all I'm waiting for is Mark 7, and whether they'll do Mark 1 or not, I'm still not sure, but I think they will. But that one might cost a lot more. So there you have it. Hot Toys Mark IV. Thanks for watching.